And hello there everyone, Hedgehog here and welcome back for more Prison Architect. Now, as we found out in the last episode, prisoners can still dig underneath the perimeter walls. Now, I've tried to upgrade here, but I also know that that is not going to make any difference anymore. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to plan a little bit more. We're going to need one more here, one section here. So let's say that this is going to be our corridor, which will be going to the next section once we get that far. There. That's way too big actually. Let's make it nice this one. Yeah, that ought to make sense. There and there. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fence it off here and I'm going to fence it off there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start a waterworks, but we can only do that once the fencing here is up. Because for that we need to remove oh, that is that one, that is that one. Good, so now we can remove the wall. Demolish walls. Let's take that part out. Now, this I need to keep free. I can put on the flooring there. Let's put some concrete tiles so we know that that's going to be the pathway to the other side once we expand into here. But that's going to cost us $80,000 and that's money we don't have yet. And on top of that, we don't need the space yet. So all we need to do is we need to plan it carefully. Flooring, concrete tiles, perfect. So then I can start putting that down. And now, in order to make sure that our dear friends are not going to dig their way out, I'm going to put down this. And this is water. Followed by a layer of water. Demolish walls, that's still in progress. And in progress. Okay, now I need a few more of these, the workmen, because they have a lot of work to do. Now, the other thing is we have the prison forestry here, what we built at the end of last episode. It is absolutely beautiful. I do, on the other hand, also know that it is very big. It will generate a lot of wood. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn this into a nice wood workshop. There we go. Now, the wood storage rack, I didn't use them until now. I'm going to put a couple of them down. And the log storage definitely, because there's an awful lot of wood coming out from there. Okay, we move that door there. Oh, we move that door over there so we get space freed up. There. Okay, so once that is set, we can, well, actually we can rebrand it already. The wood workshop. And now up. Staff, did we bump it up to 20? Now, I need to be careful that as soon as they take it down, they're quickly pause the game and sell the stumps, because otherwise they will buy new forestry trees for it, like that one. There we go. Luckily enough, the trees spawn really fast. And only a little bit of time where you go to take all of them down. There we have the next one. We can sell that one. Sell it. Sell it. Sell it. There, well, I ended up dumping a few of them. Oh. Okay, well, that's it. Oh, somebody's not too happy. I can hear him scream here. There we go. That was the prison forestry. And look at it here. Going nice and fast so far. This one is all been done, so we can also put the last two in there. One and two. So those guys are going to have a lot to do. Look at that, nicely turning it into wood straight away. No, and it is nice. I mean, I'm trying out to put the storage racks back in. I think that they really will try to store all of it. And they will just not take it out to export. Which would hurt. Then it is also time that we're going to set up our door timers and servos. And we need to get a kitchen in here. Now, and let's have a look how our waterworks are doing. So they get to build on that. How's the waterworks doing? So far so good. Floors. Water. Only two to be done. And then we put, let's put road next to it. Just in case needed. Now here I'm going to obviously not put a road next to it. Because this road is going to go down here where we will also close it off temporarily here in order to continue the waterworks on that side. that one is high priority. Look at them nice. Okay, so that fence is in, that fence is in. That is good, because that means we can now continue to demolish this wall. And the little fence here. And let's also remove that tunnel thing. I mean, soon the tunneling is over. I thought about putting in the anti-tunnel toilets, but then again, having to be creative and come up with a solution like this makes the game so much more fun. Now, I'm not too sure where our workmen are at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to here take them out again, dismantle it, and I'll put in small tables so they can still put the stuff out there, just not the way they thought it was going to. Also needed to fix the wall up here, because I can see it's still fenced. There, that makes more sense. Now, so far it's looking better. There's they're taking out some of the wood now for export. That's good. And not the logs. Well, some of the logs they're taken out. Let's see if we can change that. If we put a staff door right there. Okay, so at least the storage racks are out now. You can see straight away they start to take all the things to because we didn't finish the water here yet. He dug out, not too bad. I mean, we had somebody escape because we're trying to stop them from escaping. What can we do? Here. And there. And then let's put... We put road. Yeah. Put a road in the middle. And then let's close it off by a staff fence at the moment, because otherwise they'll not be able to get in or out once they start. Now I can see that I'm running short on work staff again, so let's add some workmen. And then I start really wishing them the best of luck with digging, because they're not going to dig their way out of this trench anymore. Foundations, remove tunnels. And then here, search the cell block. They can thank each other for that. Well, basically somebody on this side, because somebody tried to... There we go. Let's remove the tunnel on this side. Maybe it's about time we're gonna do a full-on shakedown. Okay, how we're looking here. Oh, we're having a lot of work with the wood. But so far, from what I see, the logs are being fairly well used. Most of them go into the wood workshop. That's good. So now let's go here to our programs. Let's reschedule all of it. And then woodwork. Well, there's no point in running that many of them if nobody can attend. Deployment. Here, and this is really access only. Then we need to turn this still into a kitchen. Now we have water and we have power there. So let's get the sinks in there. 1, 2, and 3. Four cookers, 1, 2, 3, 4 serving tables. I think that should do though. And then 2 fridges per cooker. There. And then we need the trash bin and the large one. There we go. Now let's build that with high priority, because then I can put here a kitchen. Now let's see if we manage to get that up and running before they need food. See them running with stacks. The sinks are in, the fridge is in. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have enough meals right now. The cookers are there. So theoretically, we could manage. Practically, not going to happen. But luckily enough. Oh, and another thing I see that we don't have. We had no lights in there. So they're nicely cleaning up now. Some food is there. Not too much. And it is time that we get the door servos on there. Because the doors are still locked open all the time, which is not ideal, let's put it that way. So, there's one there. Then let's add one there. So, the ones were permanently locked open, let's close them. Look at that. Deployment. There's not really anything they have to do here, but then let's also get a gate here, just to limit them from just walking in and out wherever and whenever they feel like. So that can also go on there. There we go. Let's add a few more security guards. And look at them cleaning and cooking all at the same time. Wood is going steady. We've got $28,000 into our account. So let's have a look at our water project. Look at it. Very nice, I do like it. Now, walls and doors. Let's make it look fancy now. And let's put the tiled bush fence around it. And that for no other reason than just because we can. I mean, if we're going to do it, might as well do it right and make sure it looks nice. Look at that. Wow, isn't that nice and pretty? I mean, we could even replace it with the perimeter walls. It's expensive, but does look even better. And then that way we can also do this. Now, that looks nice and pretty. That's something I can definitely live with. Okay, he'll find his way through the wall. Magical way. Okay, so that is on that side. Now we keep this free. We have it closed there. Let's close it off here for now. Walls and there. Yes, let's keep it open there. Just in case we might need it. Yeah, you can garden that outdoor area all you want. Because I'm going to do this. Yeah, you guys are gonna be busy. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Flooring, road. It's going to be on this side. Now, look at him being nice and busy with that. No logs being shelved, which is a good thing. And only very few here. And export. Okay, so we might think about putting a greenhouse somewhere, but we can do that later. Garden, same. Look at all that. Oh wow. They're really nice and busy. Nicely chopping up the wood, so that's a nice and steady income. Look at that. Exports yesterday, $71,000. Very nice. Okay, utilities. What did we not have? Of course, the last and I would nearly say the most important bit we forgot. Okay. Now, this is mostly done. Flooring, water. They're still a little bit confused as to what to do. That's okay. Not sure if that was the right way to deal with it though. Get the fence gates in there. And what I just realized is that I need to put a tiny bit of fence. We don't have water there. So yeah, I mean, the workmen are Jesus himself. They can walk on water. Or milk. Oh, no, let's not go there. Okay, so far for the waterworks. Let's see how it goes here in. Yeah, very nice. Not accessible, not accessible. Perfect. So this is the only way through at the moment. Very good. So there we have the entranceway to the other side. There will be another one here eventually. Let's also get a staff fence on this side. Now, then on this side we need to do the same exercise. But that will only have a main walkway here. So I'm going to have to fence it off. Let's fence it off here. With a gate there. And on this side we already have it fenced off. Then once they have that in, we can also look to replace this by water. And once that's done, basically we have created pretty much a small island, except for this part. But here I don't want to put too much water out. And that is for the reason that I still need to make changes there. I don't know what's coming. Why? Because I only plan so far ahead when I build a prison like this. all the extra wood coming in, so that is ready. Now let's get all that out. This is going to stay. So I can then also start planning the flooring. There we go, the border water. All the way there, fence there, fence there. There, yeah, that's open, perfect. Now, then let me add here in the utilities a door timer. And a door timer is used to link a signal with their program. So I can link up all the door servos, which I can do already, I think. All of them working. All of them working except for this one. Has no electricity. No. So we can add a little bit of cable there. Okay, well, this one I can link, so connect to this one, and basically all these need to be the same. All of them can be opened during the free times. So they always have access to the canteen and to their cell blocks, and the only time that needs to be closed during sleep. Now, for that I need this timer. Already nicely working on our water for the border. So that seems to be going fairly well. Yeah, no more border water to be placed. Good, so we're nearly done. We can still walk around here because that's not closed off. Then we'll take the regular water. And that's replacing my wall. Until there. Then we can also put the road down here. All the way until there. There we go. Now, once they're done with that, then let's actually put a staff fence in here. Oh, I can't. So then we have one entry on that side. We have an entry on this side to the lot, which is next to us, which is still for purchase, $80,000, which we nearly have actually. Okay, now here we go. This is the minimum security, and then for lockup it can be open, eating, shower, yard, free time, work, free time, lockup. It only needs to be closed during sleep. And then all I now need to do is I need to connect it to one of them. And since all of them are linked, let's link it to the first one actually. Here. See, there you go. And now automatically all the doors have opened. There. There's a little bit of a glitch in there. Lock, shut, and open. Okay, now what we still need to do, there are no canteens available. Why not? This is open, deployment. Oh. Not sure why I thought so. then let's add one more rooms security block somewhere at the bottom. Just need a dot. And now we can make this staff only and access only. Now I'm going to add another door timer. I'll put it in here. And that one is going to be literally for this door only. Because that only needs to be open during work time. I thought we put cable down there. Okay, now since we have enough money, let's get the rest of the capacitors around there. There. Okay, now this is already starting to look nice and fancy. And as you might have noticed, I mean, it's been a while since we had the last escapee. Now the cooks are fairly busy getting everything nice and clean and tidy again. The wood workshop seems to be working fairly well. We have a very solid income, $62,000 yesterday. Now this wood workshop is still in use. I'm now going to close it. Escort him to the infirmary before he dies of starvation. We've had a few people die of starvation, which is their own fault actually. We didn't tell them to not eat. Their food was served. And I mean, look at that count. We nearly have full 22 prisoners shackled in the cellar and solitary. Yeah, well, 81 prisoners suppressed. That's kind of good, I think. 7 armed guards are in service. 6 punishments have been handed down recently. 6 prisoners have unnecessarily been searched. The danger level is low and it is decreasing. Well, that is good. I mean, that is the good thing about segregating. It does separate the threats, etc. Plus the minimum security. You don't have a lot of work from it. But let's get our foundation. Minimum security. Now, what do I need? I need glasses because I couldn't see that. 4 by 12. Okay. And then once that is set, actually I can do that already, I think. Time to clone. Boom. Boom. I cannot. But I can do that. Look at that. And then all we have to do is demolish that wall. Now, there's still extra jail door we need to add there. But we can only do that once the rest has been built. Keep in mind, workmen have been fairly busy. And the good thing is they can just wander around and walk around now. And then all that is left is our classrooms, reform programs. We still need to have a yard. Let's not forget about the yard. But the yard will be here, so it can be shared. Well, it will be one big yard with a security tower in the middle and a fence in between. So they can basically throw stones at each other over a fence. And of course we removed the wall somewhere, unknowingly. I think. Or just somewhere checked that doesn't add up. Ah well. So the waterworks looking good. Looks like they completed all the jobs. On this side as well. Now let's have a look at deployment. Yeah, that's good. That's all not accessible. Also here, staff only and access only for those who need it. And the same goes definitely here. There we go. Then let's wait for them to finish this. Not sure where they're stuck. Okay, at least we can now put in our large jail door. And while we're at it, let's put the server also straight away. Now, utilities it doesn't copy when you do the fast build. The quick build, so let's lay down the foundations for that ourselves again. Here. Sorted. And that puts it up to 60. And at least we have pretty much our minimum security wing all up and running. And then what I'm going to be doing to complete the waterworks, flooring, I'm already going to pull the road. From here, all the way down. There. Basically as a segregation between the two. I'm really going to pull up a fence in there. Now let me put a staff fence right there, and I also need to add a staff fence on this side there. Just to make sure that they can add, enter, access. And then on this side we're nearly done. Let me also connect the servos on this side, at least the ones who can be connected. Not yet, not yet. Okay, well, at least that is one door that's automatically open. Okay, now time to look at the programs. Reschedule the lot. Street shopping. Foundation education, general education, all that we will look into later. Look at them here. Isn't that a nice border between the two? I don't think they can walk, but let's... Absolutely beautiful. Now, not sure what we're waiting for here. There's probably a couple of small things that I still need to complete before that mark goes off of there. And then let's look at this beauty. Single wing, 60 inmates. Minimum security, that have to give them. I thought we had a road all around it. Let's also put the road underneath, at least if we can. Just because it will look nicer. And then here we still need to set up our classrooms and some of the other common areas. And of course we need to generate our yard. And as I said, that's going to be in such a way that I literally can throw stones over each other. But that all for the next episode. Thank you very much for joining for this episode of Waterworks in a prison architect and how to avoid your prisoners literally digging their way out of prison. Well, we'll just build a local lake around the prison, and good luck for anybody that tries digging. You get a mouthful of water instead. Now, on your way out, do remember to hit that like and of course the subscribe button to the channel. Well, it's not a must, but it's highly appreciated. And then, how do they escape? Well, by means of breaking the staff fence. Okay, well, let me show you what I'm going to put there. We should have a large heavy door. Well, we'll take the heavy doors there. And they can only be opened by security, but that's fine. That's at least a good way to segregate it as well. These ones stole computer parts, and I don't even have a server room or so yet. Okay guys, thanks for joining. See you next time here on Prison Architect to finish off our minimum security wing, and then of course we're going to start building our medium security wing in order to start expanding, earn more money, and well, we've got a $94,000 and get this Supermax prison for the criminally insane all up and running here in Prison Architect.